Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to, well, Wanderbots here, I guess, and
Yeah.
welcome to Alright, I'm gonna start that over.
Across the obelisk. That would be something else now, the obelisk.
Or, alternatively, I'm keeping this. Hey everyone,
What?
Welcome to Across the Obelisk. I can word. Let's see, so if you caught my previous video on the demo of this, it is a cooperative deck builder with 4 characters that you play as. And so Shell and I have each taken 2 of the characters, and we're going to try and get as far as we can. But so it plays a lot like many previous roguelike deck builders. But obviously the addition of multiplayer is kind of cool, and it's got more of like an old-fashioned storybook look and feel to it. And so I figured I'd bring Shell along so she can read stuff, and I can tune out.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't help but listening to this music reminds me of Heart of Courage from Two Steps from Hell. That was a good song.
Yeah.
Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-da-dun. In any case, so there's a story, there's a campaign of sorts.
Yep. Yeah, so there is like an actual story to this, but you kind of...
You're playing through it battle by battle.
Yeah.
Is that how it's going to be? Are
Yep.
there branching paths, or are we just gonna...
there are random events that will happen, but ultimately I think no matter what, you're off to go save the kingdom. And
All right.
it's always just going to be the same plot over again.
All right, so we have Act 1, Kingdom of Senenthia. How it happened, you asked? It was during the princess's 16th birthday. Everyone was in the courtyard anxiously waiting for her. She was going to be inducted into the Wizard Academy, an honor reserved for those who show aptitude, and she really had a gift. Suddenly, an explosion emerged from the princess's chamber, followed by a burst of energy that swept through the kingdom of Senenthia. Senenthia. That's an interesting name, Senenthia. Almost reminds me of, what, Cynthia. That's a pretty name. The royal guards explored every corner of the castle, but found no sign of her or Lord Hanshik, the court magician and advisor to the king. Isn't that suspicious? The court magician, and she was also going to be inducted into the Mage Academy, wasn't she? So, did he just want to take her for her magic, perhaps?
Maybe.
The king sent soldiers throughout the kingdom, but none of them returned. The last thing he heard was that her trail was lost deep in the old forest, near the ancient obelisk that had been dormant for centuries, until now. Desperate, the king proclaimed a royal decree and announced that he would reward anyone who brought the princess home safely. The news quickly spread through the kingdom, and many groups of adventurers prepared to venture into the forest and investigate the obelisk to find the princess. This is the story of one of those groups. Do we continue?
Yeah, I already did. It's waiting for... There we go. Okay, so...
So the obelisk is all the way at the right side.
Yeah, and this is just Act 1, so I think once we get inside the obelisk, or I'm assuming inside the obelisk or across the obelisk, something else happens. So this is very much a Slay the Spire type of map, style of map with a bunch of different nodes to go to, but we cannot backtrack. We always have to proceed forward.
I'm seeing a number of... There's battles, I assume,
so
with swords.
mouse over the bottom, Shell.
Yeah.
It's the legend.
Oh, event. Rarity.
Mm-hmm.
Card node. So does the card node give you more cards?
I believe so, yeah.
Crafter nodes. Do you actually get to craft special items that you use, or do you craft
Yeah,
cards?
so if you click on a character...
a rest node for healing. I only see one rest node.
Yeah.
And
healing is often kind of rare. I will say, though, we have a healer. So...
Is Reginald the healer?
Yeah, we straight up have a cleric. So healing is not outside of our capabilities.
I must say that wereman is very dapper looking.
He is very dapper looking.
Look at that mustache.
He's got a mustache.
All right.
Let's see, character, quest end, and zone boss. So if you click on a character, you can see their current deck, which is the cards that they have that you can play.
Oh, they each have 15 cards by the looks of it?
Yeah,
and
we will unlock more as we play, and you can modify certain ones to make them stronger, or remove them if they're bad in comparison to other things.
And they each have different health, and then they have levels. Interesting. Yep. Do you get to upgrade them as you progress?
Yes. So I know there's a meta progression system. I'm not entirely sure if the levels are carry over. I know some stuff does, but I'd have to look at it specifically. But you also have equipment. You have a weapon, armor, ring, and a accessory. Which is often a consumable or a pet or something. And then you can see your character's character sheet. And then perks. I think perks are actually the meta progression. I think.
I really like the water effects. For the river. That's pretty.
So, I don't really have an immediate...
we're starting at the tavern, so we have to go to the town, correct?
Yeah, no matter what, we have to go to the town. And the town is also a meta progression thing. I believe we get to carry... Okay, gold used to buy equipment, remove cards, and complete objectives in some events. I know there are certain things that we straight up get to bring with us into subsequent runs.
Town actions. You can craft new cards for your decks, upgrade any card that you have, and buy equipment for your heroes. Also, you'll be able to claim rewards from previous games.
Yep. So Church lets us remove cards from our decks. You can mouse over each of these buildings and I'll tell you what it does.
The Magic Forge. The Church. The Altar. The Zingarian Cart? Uh-oh.
You okay?
Just pay gold to the beautiful Zingara. And get a divination round.
Yep. There are only 3 guys that made this game, so I think they got
No, that's all right. I definitely understand why typos get through. I looked at the cart for a moment. I'm going, are they musicians? Is that why they'd be beautiful? No.
Oh, here we go. I'm looking at the town upgrades. So currency retention at the end of the game increased. So we get to carry over some of our resources. Pet shop, a bunch of stuff. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for later. We don't have a whole lot of money, so there's not much we can do. Let's see. I'm going to peek at the armory. See if there's anything that's actually particularly good. But we're pretty poor.
I assume that we are nowhere near to upgrading current cards.
I think we could maybe upgrade 1.
I'd say we either look at equipment, the divination, or, yeah, the altar. We do not have enough money for divinations. We do have enough money for equipment, though.
Yeah, if there's an item that really stands out. And we can upgrade 1 card.
It looks like you can only equip, a weapon, armor, a ring, and a potion to your characters? Or, no. I see Ranger versus... I see. No, that's not what it is. So, it's interesting. It's actually, you can only have 1 item per character. Is that what I'm seeing here?
No. You can have 1 item per slot per character.
Oh, okay, so they do have 4 slots.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
rings, for example, carry over.
So, we have... The Opal Ring has all resistances plus 3%. Max HP 12. You know what? This is probably a... Oh, that we don't have enough money for it. If we did have enough money for it, though, that would actually be pretty sizable.
Which one?
The Ruby Amulet, but obviously we don't have enough money for it. The thing is, I'm pretty sure as we level up, our HP is going to get higher and higher, at which point that plus 12 won't be quite as nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, now, maybe you have to tell me this, but 1 speed is gain 1 speed.
So
speed
is initiative. So everybody acts once per round, but your speed determines when you do.
So that might not be a
Terrible.
bad ability.
I honestly think we should save our money. None of these stand out as like particularly amazing.
Oh, it looks like we also have... So the gemstones are probably crafting material magic.
Yeah, so the gemstones are for cards. Money is for items. So if you go to the altar, that's where you upgrade cards.
Because it is possible to potentially upgrade some of these cards.
Yeah. It's just the question of who do we want to?
And how often do you come by these crystals?
We earn them after every fight. So I don't want to spend too much time on this. My personal preference is I'm going to just upgrade Barricade.
What's barricade?
It gives all heroes block. Let's see.
Oh, is it one of Magnus's ability?
Yeah, and then if you want to like upgrade one of Andrin's or Evelyn's like cheaper abilities just to make it do a little bit more damage.
A cheap ability would be what, a 1 or a 0?
If you click on the card, the higher the rarity, the more expensive it is. Though I don't know if there's much of a tell, but if you just click between everything. Certain other games have like colored borders to denote. But really it's just the more powerful the upgrade, the better it is. So if you have a basic attack that looks reasonable on either of them, I'd say upgrade that, and then we just move on. Because I don't want to spend forever looking at the sound.
I mean, there's like the Fire Blast, which is just a 3, and it's only 60 shards to upgrade it.
Yeah.
Frostbolt, deal 13 frost, apply to, I assume, chill.
Yeah.
But that's a level 2 ability.
Yeah. So I just pick something random. We're almost certainly going to lose here.
Lose?
Yeah, so just pick whatever. It's a roguelike. Roguelikes are hard.
Oh no.
I didn't even come close to beating the demo when I played it.
Now, there's shielding. Gain 1 block per charge at the start of the round.
Might be worth it.
Insulate fire, cold, and lightning resistances plus 30%.
So I like to go for defense, just because.
Okay. I'll go for that.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is we are actually ranked by how fast we clear fights.
So we might want to actually attack more?
Yeah. So upgrade an attack thing. I'm gonna have Magnus focus on defending the team, Reginald on healing, and you should be mostly focused on death and destruction. So just pick something that seems like it maximizes a number, and we'll get rolling. The further we get into this game, the more you will understand what cards are worth upgrading and what cards are worth getting rid of.
Oh, I'm actually potentially buying cards as opposed to upgrading them.
Are you at the altar?
I'm at the Magic Forge.
Yeah, go to the altar.
Okay, altar.
Because yeah, I think.
Oh, I see. There are upgrades.
Yeah.
So I can lower their cost or up their damage.
So I'd up their damage, probably. Here, I'm just gonna. Let's see. So Andrin tends to do more damage. Oh, right. I probably shouldn't loom too close, seeing as we're...
Because we're on the same
mic, yeah.
audio.
I don't know. Frostbolt... Making it Frostbolt 3 cost but do that much damage, I think that's worth it.
Okay. That's it, though.
Yeah. Because that's like a third of an enemy's health bar. Okay.
Alright, I'm ready to leave.
So now that we've done our preparation...
Bought 2 cards and got cards?
No, I don't think you bought anything.
Okay.
Oh! Oh, that's interesting. We have separate currency.
Oh, so that's why we didn't expend as much.
Yeah. Okay. So my personal preference is to go south towards that purple book and then cut up northwest, potentially.
Okay. We can go towards the purple book.
I'm trying to see. Because we want to maximize the amount of time that we are on this map. And I'm trying to decide, is there a better way of doing this? Yeah, so if we go to the purple book, and then we go up to the gray book, and then we cut down to the bridge path. Maybe. Yeah, because if you hover over a node, you can see the direction of the path.
Yeah, you do see where they flow.
Yeah, so the main thing is we want to spend as much time on the map as possible.
I wouldn't mind it if we did meander all the way up and really needed that edge of the forest heal. That would be good.
I don't see an easy way... Well...
No. If we go down to the purple book and keep flowing...
There's no way to get up.
Oh, there is no way to get it. You're right.
Yeah, so we'd have to go...
We'd have to go north and then down and then up again. Nah, that's right.
Yeah, let's just go to the purple book, up to the gray book, up to the anvil. Well...
To the special event, the other book, and then the town, and then the forest deep, and then that.
We'll figure it out. To the carriage trail. I mean, so much of these games is about learning and mastering, and with the meta progression, improving. All right, so you should have tutorial pop-ups.
Okay. Energy management and cards.
Yep.
Cast cards until you run out of energy. Shows what your available targets are. So front monster. Okay.
Yep.
And you're playing as Magnus.
Correct.
Something looks off with these boars. They have plants growing on them?
Yep.
They're being infested, perhaps?
Let's see, how much energy do I still have? A bunch.
Now, what is up with Reginald's hammer? It seems like it's been cleaved in two.
Oh yeah, it does seem kind of messed up.
Yeah, it's the second half of it got torn off. All right, speeding character order. Yes, so it looks like I am the ranger.
So I believe Hunter's Mark makes it so enemies take more damage.
Right. No, I can do that.
Yeah, and no
So-
matter what, you should use Deflect. You might even want to do Deflect first, just to see what your options are.
Okay.
Because it costs nothing, draws you a card, and
it
gives you
draws
some
one
block.
card and gain 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I got another deflect.
Keep popping that.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose they're zeros, so I don't use any energy that way.
So, I would
Ooh,
say...
there's also apply bleeding with that
I would
rupture.
say you might want to do Hunter's Mark.
Uh-huh. Which
and then-
boar should I attack?
Front one. Because Rupture only hits the front monster.
Okay, and then I hit the front
Yeah.
monster?
Yeah, because that makes it take more damage.
And then I also have Slice, which
I
I
would
can
wait.
use. Oh,
So-
so I should save energy.
Yeah, so if you see the pips below your health bar, that is your maximum energy, how much energy you currently have. So
Mhm.
you regain 3 energy per round, unless you have something else that changes that. And so sometimes it's honestly worth just waiting.
So that you can accrue more energy.
Yeah, and potentially use it on something more valuable than just a basic hit.
Oof, they're really going after Evelyn. Alright, now I can use her cards. So I do have the wards. Ooh, Fire Blast is a 0. And that gets all of them.
Yep, go for it. No, it just hits 1.
Oh, really? It only hits 1?
Yeah, so
have
I'd hit
little
the front
flames
guy.
above them. Front guy again.
I'd hit the front guy until he's at 9 HP.
Now, if
Ooh.
he perishes, do the other ones move forward?
Yes. Yeah, so if the front monster is dead, then the next one is front.
Okay, so should I
Oh.
use a ward or just the charge?
So I'm looking at it.
battery?
So lightning damage,
Now that applies
so
sparks?
yeah, so the way it works is, to explain, it does 2 electrical damage. If you right-click a card, it shows you,
Mm-hmm.
like, not only what it does, but also what
Gain
it
1
upgrades
energy
to.
per charge at the start of the turn.
Yeah, so the more of that you do, the more energy you just have. So what you want to do with charged batteries, you specifically,
Play both of them.
let's
Keep
see.
charging.
Well, okay, so the more spark that you've applied to an enemy, the more lightning damage an enemy will take. But also, spark will do 1 lightning damage per charge to the target at either sides.
So I should attack the middle board.
Yeah, so you probably...
Yeah?
Yeah, the only trade-off... Yeah, go for it. Because I think the priest might be able to hit the front boar for enough damage. And then you might as well do 1 elemental ward.
Who should I put that on? Myself or you?
Yeah, put it on herself.
Though these guys don't do elemental damage.
No. So despite the fact that it does insulate,
Mhm.
the
gain
shield.
1 shield charge. at
Yeah,
the start
1
of the
block at the
round.
start of the round.
Okay, I'll just end turn then. Alright, now you're Reginald. He's
Yeah.
the cleric.
Yes.
What do you think of that system? The heavy skirmisher, the kind of ranged, more roguish skirmisher, the mage, and then the healer. That seems to be, when you don't have a triumvirate, they usually add that 4th specifically healer class to round things out.
Yeah. I mean, I like the triumvirate a lot. Let's see.
But but you're okay with the quad
Yeah.
group that we have too?
Yeah. I think
Because I suppose what happens is the mage ends up being a damage dealer magician, and then the cleric ends up being specifically support.
Yep.
Okay, so I have, adrenaline.
Yeah, so gain 2 energy now, gain 1 less energy next turn.
But then you
which
get fatigued.
is still worth it.
Because then I can do more attacks.
Yeah, and since your energy carries over between rounds. Now, what you probably want to do is just do an aimed shot at the middle guy.
The aim shot at the middle one?
Yeah.
That does 14. Now, I could outright kill the boar in the
Yeah,
front.
but he's going to bleed to death anyway. Save your energy.
Oh, okay. So do I want to do...
Nope.
Rupture
All
or
of those
slice?
are front monster, but the front monster is going to die.
Oh, so I should just save my energy?
Yep. At least probably. Obviously there is nuance and maybe there's a reason.
I would have liked to have gotten rid of that boar. I hope he doesn't have one more opportunity to fight. But I suppose he does have 9 bleed on him, so he will die the instant that his effect
Yeah,
comes
it's
into
9
play.
damage at the start of the turn. If there was a team healer in this group...
Wait, look at that. Maybe bleed doesn't go through shielding. Or wait, nope.
No,
there he
it
goes.
got zapped.
He
The spark
got
was the
zapped.
reason why it had taken so much damage.
Oh, the spark. Yeah.
Mhm.
3 spark.
Yep.
Well, that's good. Ooh, the mana gem just gives me 2 energy.
Yeah, pop it. Oh, that's where rarity is shown. It's the it was the little purple gemstone at the top.
Oh, interesting. I can do a fire blast again with 0 cost.
Yeah.
Now I have another charged battery, and I also have frostbolt.
I mean, I'd say just kill the middle pig right out. You have 8 energy right now, so frostbolt.
Wait, would frostbolt? That says
It
12
wouldn't-
damage.
Yeah, but if you then do a charged battery, that should kill him. Because charged battery should get bonus damage. Yeah, there you go.
All right, and then I still have 5 energy.
Yeah,
So do I want
blast
to
him.
just
Yeah.
blast the final pig?
Yep.
And then I end turn. I really do like that this has a multiplayer option.
Yeah. The only unfortunate part is armor does not carry over to
Ooh.
subsequent rounds.
Look at 4 cards and discard any of them?
Nah, just shoot him. Hit him with an aim shot. Take him out.
All right.
Leave nothing left.
Yay, victory! Locked cards. During your adventures, you'll discover new cards. To unlock any card shown by a lock, you must get a copy of it. Remember, you will only be able to craft unlocked cards.
Yeah. So, remember at the beginning when you had the shop where you could buy stuff? But you could only buy, like, a bunch of really generic-seeming things? That's why.
Now, wait, do I choose which card I want?
Yeah,
There's also a choose shards, which is 30.
Yeah, so you could get a free card, or you could get some shards.
I see. So there's Zap, which is deal electricity. Ice Lance, deal 3. Those are both 0. That's impressive.
My preference would almost be
The
Ember Storm.
because it's all monsters.
Yeah.
And apply burning.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, the ice shot, that also applies chill. Wait, what's that? Block and shielding, that's faint.
Yeah, so the way shielding works is I believe it is applied...
Rapid fire, does it repeat twice?
So it hits an enemy for 7 damage 3 times. So if you have a damage bonus or like Hunter's Mark, because remember you did the Hunter's Mark, so they took 3 more damage, that would make it so it would do 10 damage per shot. So rapid fire benefits greatly from damage boosts.
I think I'd like that one. I mean, it and ice shot are both cost 3, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or I choose shards. What would you suggest?
I would say Ice Shot could actually be very useful considering,
The frozen?
yeah.
Full damage? Alright. What are you choosing for Reginald?
Let's see, I was going to go for a Sacred Bolt. Does damage if you hit an enemy that is suffering from Sacred Bolt's effect. It
Ooh,
they will get healed.
Event rolls.
Yep.
Morning at the lake. Following the carriage trail, you arrive at Lake Sinenthia. Usually this lake is always full of locals who fish, trade, or perform daily activities, but today it seems that no one is around. So it is not often that you can explore the lake thoroughly without being disturbed. You can also fish or search for magic shards. This morning, the lake is all for you. So we can look for something unusual. Fish. Wait, what's lower than 6?
So everybody draws a card, and I believe it adds up the costs.
The costs of the cards, you're right.
Yeah. And so it's a solid 50-50. We got some kind of expensive cards, and we got a lot of cheap cards.
So the magic shards are the crystals.
Yeah. Personally, I would say look for something unusual. We've got maybe too many expensive cards to try and go for the other ones.
Yep. You found an underwater chest. Inside it, there are 2 old notes. The first note says,
Do you want my treasure? I buried it in Sinenthia Forest under a big tree. Find the tree and my treasure shall be yours. Look, the treasure hunter.
The second note is a sketch of a tree, and you don't know where the tree could be, but maybe some local people do. And you get some experience?
I think so. Okay.
I wonder what tree it is. If it's going to be at a special spot later on, or do we have to run
So,
into...
Shell, if you look on the map, there's near one of the gray books, there's like a page that's kind of shimmering and pulsing.
Oh, old notes.
Yep.
Oh.
So that's where we want to go.
If we want to get to the special
Yeah, so
tree.
I was thinking we'd head up for the Battle, Gray Book, Bridge Path, River Bridges, Forest Border, and then up to the Village Rune, or Forest Runes.
Okay, so wait, are we going to the Southern Plains or the pasture fields?
Pasture Fields. We're going up, and then
over.
kind of zigging and zagging down a little bit.
Oh no, Obelisk corruption.
Yeah.
The Obelisk's influence is corrupting the monsters in this area. You can choose to fight them under the effects of corruption to increase the difficulty and gain additional rewards. So, wait, there's rare equipment drops and then 200 and 200 for currency.
Yeah. So, effectively, we do a harder fight, but we get 200 gold and 200 shards. I'd say it's worth it, even if we get our butt kicked.
Okay. Have we accepted?
Oh, we have to select a reward. Let's go for the money and the shards. You might be able to choose differently, though.
Oh, well, I'm only seeing vigorous, and then I can't seem to select anything.
Does it not have choose one of the rewards? No, I guess you don't have a choice. All right. Because, yeah, the rare equipment shop would be lovely.
Ah! Oh no! It's a corrupted shepherd and his sheep.
Yep.
And yes, they do have more of those blossoms sprouting forth from them. Okay. So,
Yeah, do trace. On yourself.
On myself.
Or, you might be able to do it on anybody.
Oh, really? Ooh, there's Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, so I'd maybe get rid of the aim shot.
Oh, so you can discard up to 4 cards.
Yeah.
So do I just choose ones that I want to discard?
Yeah, so just click on aim shot. Because you want Hunter's Mark, and Rupture's okay.
What about deflect?
You want deflect.
Okay.
Because that lets... that's effectively a free 4 armor with no cost. Because it doesn't cost any to play, and it lets you draw a card. So there's no bloat involved.
Oh, well then.
And-
deflects. And then I can get the Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Who do I want to apply that on?
Probably front one.
Just the front sheet.
Yeah, and then you actually want to do both of your slices, because they get the bonus 3 damage.
Ah, yep, that they do. And
You might as well pop adrenaline.
really,
As far
even
as I
though
can tell, there's no cost for that.
even though I suffer.
Well, so you suffer fatigue, but I think that fatigue only lasts for 1 round. So you're effectively borrowing from the future, but you have a...
I'll have more energy in the future anyway.
Yeah, it's a net gain.
Oh no, an awful tantrum.
This might hurt.
Yeah, it's because they're blasting us with their baws.
Yep.
Ouch. can energize and inspire.
Yeah, so transmission...
Oh, I have the mana gem, though.
Yeah, you might as well mana gem.
I can also do Fire Blast or the battery charge.
Yeah, so I battery charge the middle sheep.
Middle sheep?
Yeah. Then Fire Blast the first one a couple of times since it's got Hunter's Mark on it.
Yes.
And then you might as well do Transmission, because it's effectively giving...
Who do I want to grant the...
Energize to?
Energize to.
Could you actually give that to Reginald? Seeing as we're taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, because it's gain 1 energy per charge and 1 extra card per charge at the start of the turn.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to give it to Reginald?
Yeah. Because I think we're going to need some healing here.
Alright.
By the way, you can see at the top, it says round 1 and there's a meter below it.
Oh, excellent. And then good. And oh, so that reduces your bonuses.
Okay.
I like the swirls of their wool. Too bad they're possessed.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Watch it. He's got 10. Yeah, thanks for the extra energy. That actually rather comes in handy.
Okay, so I have Rupture again.
I wouldn't rupture in this case. I would do slice and an aim shot. Because that...
Oh, but it's not enough to kill him.
Well, if you do
Except
the
he's
aim
gonna
shot,
bleed
it'll
out,
kill it.
Right?
Hold up. Let me double check something. Which sheep is first? So I would actually not... I would aim shot the middle sheep. The reason being, the front sheep's going to die because it's going to get zapped by Spark, and then it's going to bleed.
Yeah.
So unless that shepherd heals, and he's not going to. Oh, he has Dispel. Okay, I wouldn't worry about it. I got it covered. Okay. Much energy. He's still got plenty.
Now, in the event that there are 3 people playing the game, does the master, like the people that everyone's joining,
you can choose who gets
2 characters?
Yeah. Yeah, and the hero assignment. All right. So I have more charges, and I have the frost bolts. Yeah. Oh, hey, they lost their HP boost. That's good.
I should reapply charges, shouldn't I?
Yeah, so I'd zap the heck out of the middle one.
Middle sheet. Because that will apply more of those. And then I have frost bolts, which is 13 damage.
I'd start frosting the shepherd, maybe. Either the shepherd or the middle sheep. It's up to you. The main thing is the front sheep is very well defended.
Should I use another?
Yeah. Yeah, go full ham. Drop all... Because you've got a lot of energy gain for the next round. Because of those charges.
Who wants the elemental ward?
Honestly, probably... Maybe even Magnus? Either Magnus or herself.
Yeah, whoever's going to get pummeled the most. Potentially.
Yeah, I don't know. Have her put it on herself. Magnus has a fair amount of block. And I can focus on healing Magnus anyway. Okay.
Okay. So I have Rupture, Slice, Aim Shots. Ooh, one of them is my upgraded Aim Shot, which does 16 damage, and then there's the...
Honestly, maybe Ice Shot the, I'd Ice Shot the dude in the back.
Just freeze him some
Yeah,
more?
because the more freeze you stack, the more damage he takes from freeze. And he's kind of spooky.
So if I get more ice abilities with Evelyn,
Yeah.
I should use her to
Yep.
get at him. Oh, yeah, look at that healing. He's using it with his shears, huh?
Ow.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, I do a
Magnus.
Frostbolt.
And that's the big one.
Yep, it is the big one. Should I just use it
Yeah.
on him? And how about... Ooh, I don't really have much else.
I'd transmission Reginald.
Okay. Give him more energy.
Yeah. Oh, you could have fire blasted.
Oh, right.
It's okay.
It had a 0.
It's honestly fine.
But then I could have gotten the Shepherd down a little bit more, even if it was just 3. Unless, does using a fire skill on a guy who's frozen take off some of their frozen?
I don't think so. I'm just gonna kill him. Let's see.
That's good. Have you ever encountered that with games where one status effect can actually get removed? I suppose it would be... Oh, Magicka probably did that, right?
Yeah. I actually really like the status effect system in this. We don't get to play with it too much, but it's good.
Okay, do I want to use Deflect?
Yep. And then, honestly, I would just dump all of your energy into slicing that front
Slicing.
guy. Yeah. Because Slice does more damage. 2 slices do more damage than 1 aim shot. The main reason why aim shot is good is because you can hit anybody with it.
Mm-hmm.
But in this scenario...
Okay, so I see we're 4 rounds in, which is giving us no bonuses. Wow, really? Just Satisfactory gives you nothing?
Yeah, but
Except
remember, this was an
Porn.
extra hard round, so our bonus is not necessarily tied.
But what's negative 25% and experience negative 30 coins and negative 1 card tiers?
Yeah, so it effectively is the reward. It doesn't actually penalize us so much as it just doesn't give us goodies. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Oh, no, that's fine. I just saw it said, like, insane, and I'm like, oh, that's worrying.
Ooh, here's the special Frostbolt.
Yeah, I'd hit it with a special Frostbolt.
Meh. Unfortunately, we won't be able to take him out this turn. We might get a pour.
Yeah.
Yep. We're in the pour range.
That's okay.
Should I Hunter's Mark him?
Deflect first. See what you get. Actually, Trace, then Deflect. Because Trace lets you choose what you get.
Should it be for myself, or should it be for one of the other characters?
Who goes next? I'd actually do it to, Magnus, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to get rid of all of my defensive cards so I can wail on them. So I'd say Hunter's Mark. Well, Deflect, Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Or...
I should
No. Aim shot and slice.
Oh, that's just enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Woohoo! Victory! Oh, there's some upgraded ones. Rain? What? Just apply wet? Lightning damage takes +1 per charge. 1 burn per charge. Well, that's prevents. Removes burn from the target. So could I use rain as a means for me to take burning off of an ally? Is that possible?
Yes. Just like how I have Healing Rain. Which might actually be worth it. Move you away from fire, in retrospect. Because that way I can also start doing Healing Rain, which does the same thing. And we just move you towards being frost and electricity only.
Yeah, I would be fine with that. What's
Okay.
the Shadow Bolt, though? Dark.
Yeah.
Wait. Shadow damage taken 1 per 3 charges. Upon reaching 24 charges, it explodes? Wait, or that's you. Suffer 48 shadow damage and deal 26
No, I think
shadow
that's...
to size.
I think that's on the enemy.
Is that really on the enemy?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm intrigued by either Rain or Shadow Bolt.
Go for it.
Which one?
I'd actually go for Icicle.
Really?
Yeah.
Just for more ice?
Because you're stacking ice stacks on the enemy.
Nah, that's true. If I do more ice damage.
Because every point of ice you have on an enemy.
Now, hit and run looks like it's an upgraded skill. It has a green gem.
I would say that's probably worth it.
Gain 2 speed.
Yeah.
Deal 18 damage.
Because sneak peek isn't worth it because you don't have stealth. And burning shot probably won't be worth it.
Otherwise, I can choose shards, but...
Yeah,
Should I
either
do
hit and run or shards. Up to you.
Oh, that hit and run only deals damage to the front monster.
Yeah.
Might as well. You'll be able to purchase more when we actually get to the bridge path, if we are going to the bridge path.
Yeah, I was thinking we would.
New recruits. You have reached a crossroads. To the north, the path leads to an old watchtower. To the south, the path leads you to the bridges that cross the river. The northern path appears to be blocked by a pigman with a brand on his arm trying to recruit others for what appears to be a cult or sect. If you want to go north, you will have to deal with them.
Magnus? Higher than 1?
Ah, really? I'll scare them off by
Actually,
pretending to be a
that's a
werewolf.
really bad chance. He's only got 3 cards that are higher than 1.
Uh-huh.
I would say threaten might work. Group higher than 5?
Tell them to disappear from your sight and clear the way. We want to go north, right?
No, but we want to fight them no matter what.
Ah, okay. So we're gonna threaten?
Yeah.
Or are we just gonna attack them to clear the way?
Threaten them. I think worst comes to worst, we fail. And then we fight them.
Oh, fail! It was just at 5.
Ah.
And we got an itchy burn?
Ouch.
Oh no!
That's fine.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but it's the process of learning.
Ooh. Wait. They are pigmen.
Yep.
And they have some kind of infernal imp with them. Yep, he's a fire imp. Does this mean that ice and water potentially does more damage to him? I'd hope so. Ouch, it's that burn, isn't it?
Yep.
So Hunter's Mark, right? Should I put it on the front guy?
Potentially. I was actually going to say... Let me look at this. You might want to do Ice Shot on the middle imp.
Will it do more damage?
Actually, I would say Hunter's Mark, then Ice Shot.
On the imp.
Yeah. Because that way you can delete the imp pretty quick between your 2 characters.
Oh, ouch.
Because...
Look at that damage.
Yeah, if you draw anything good on Evelyn, you should be able to just, Ouch. It's gonna hurt a bit. Let's hope I roll Healing Rain.
Okay, so I do have a mana gem. So I do have frost bolts. They're the normal frost bolts, but should I use it on the...
Yeah.
On the imp?
Yeah. Use them with 8. So, take a look at Charge Battery for a second. So that does 4. And Fire Blast, how much does that do? 2.
3.
No.
But I'd be doing less if
yeah,
it's fire.
so enemies have resistances. So
oh, I do see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I should just delete the imp.
Yeah. And then I would charge battery, just because it gives you energy on the next round.
Well, my fire spell, though.
Yeah. So hit him with both. Hit maybe the front pig.
Yep.
And then charge battery the front pig. Healing Rain. Healing Rain.
Is that going to remove fire from us, please?
Yeah. Nope. No dice. Dang.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. Should have holy smote.
Yep, we have the itchy burns. So trace?
Yeah.
On myself? Or
Yeah,
one of
because you got
guys?
2 deflects. You might as well...
I have a lot of slices, by the looks of
Yeah,
it.
I'd keep the slices.
So should I put the rupture away?
Yeah, lose the rupture. Because, yeah, if you do a double deflect, that'll give you 3 slices. That's 27 damage. which would be enough to kill the front pig.
Yep. Oh, no, it's
just
not,
shy.
not quite.
It's okay. Magnus will probably get something.
Yeah, the one in the back, he has the brand on his shoulder. It's interesting, these pigs seem to be suffering from burns.
Well, I mean, they seem to be some weird fire cult.
Yeah, they were in a weird fire cult. Okay, interesting. More battery charges and elemental ward.
You got 5. I'd say charge battery once, the pig in the back, and then just transmission... Maybe Reginald? I'd actually charge battery again, and then elemental ward yourself.
Okay. Just so that we don't take as much fire damage.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh, thank goodness. Maybe I should have chosen the rain ability as well.
Yeah. I don't think we were necessarily thinking... Oh. Yeah, thanks for that extra energy.
All right. So there's adrenaline. That will give me 2 more energy.
Yeah,
I should probably
well.
take it.
And then I'd just lay into them.
Should I do aim shots?
Yeah, probably aim shot and then the 2 slices. Because the 2 slices do more damage than the singular aim shot. He's got 18. Yeah, I can kill him. But just in case.
Oh, there he goes.
We are just satisfactory. But that's okay. Satisfactory is a good game.
So there's sprint. Draw a card in game. Haste. There's the rapid fire again. More slices. Searing touch. Ignite. That's 10 burn? Sheesh. The scroll of speed, or I can just choose cards.
Shards? I go for the shards.
Or shards. And then what about for him?
Sprint. So
Sprint's
any
good.
card that has draw built into it is usually worth picking up, especially if it costs nothing.
Yeah.
Because that means you get a free effect and
A free turn. Well,
a free draw. So it's effectively as though it wasn't even in your deck, because you just... Well, not in your deck, but it's not
So do we
blocking
want
your
to
deck.
go to the bridge path or the altar
I was
rubble?
thinking we'd go to the bridge path as opposed to the altar rubble. Main reason being...
To buy stuff.
We get to hit 3 nodes if we go down and only 2 if we go up.
Oh, because you can go down to the riverside camp. Is that what it is?
We could. Oh. Yeah, we could. Oh, that's sneaky. Yeah, we can go all the way down to the riverside camp, then isolated chapel, and then up through the forest border to the ruins. Because, yeah, I didn't even notice that path there. Good spotting.
All right, the jeweler. At the entrance of the bridge, you see a jewelry merchant. And when you approach, he says...
Hello, adventurers. Would you like to take a look at my products? I have 2 specials for today. The first is a set of 4 exquisite rings that I made recently. They're yours for 600 gold, only if you buy all 4. The second is an unidentified magic ring. It's yours for 250 gold. To know what it does, you'll have to equip it when you buy it. So, I'm gonna vote for buy a set of 4 rings.
Can we do that? Can we pool our resources together?
I believe so, because how much gold do you have?
I only have 432.
I got 432. Let's try it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So 300 from both of us. The jeweler seems pleased and takes out a small box. Inside are 4 rings. Main reason being...
We each get a new ring that
yeah,
way.
none of us have rings, so this way we can potentially... Okay.
Ooh. Wait, so they all just seem to give...
They're all the exact same.
They're the exact same.
They're not the most interesting. Just pick them. I was hoping for something slightly more exciting. Oh, she already had a necklace. So you might want to click on her. go
the
to
ring
equipment.
And the necklaces?
Yeah, go to equipment. You should be able to click on the ring and choose an alternative. I don't know what the necklace does.
I can't seem to... What? Jewelry. I
Oh.
can't seem to select the old one again.
Uh-oh. Well,
Did it get removed entirely?
yeah. I mean, judging by what Magnus and Reginald have as their, like, pre-existing stuff, it's not very good anyway. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, because I click on that and it looks like
It's okay, Shell.
she lost her inventory.
It is okay. So yeah, maybe we don't get things back.
So we're going down to the camp?
Yeah. I think I'll stay away from that specific event in the future, but that's fine.
The Stargazer. You arrive at a camp near the river, where you see a strange humanoid figure looking at the horizon, and even when it is not yet night, you can see the stars reflected in his black eyes. You've heard rumors about this strange, tall race of humanoids whose heads resemble a squid. Uh-oh. The rumors say that they possess the ability to see the future and make accurate predictions. Your presence in the camp doesn't seem to bother him. You can rest a bit in the camp. I don't want to have my dreams eaten in my sleep. Or try to pay him some coins to get a divination from him.
I'm voting for rest.
Restore some health that way?
Yep.
Wait, but... Oh, sorry, we didn't heal between.
Correct. We heal a very small amount between.
You wake up refreshed and ready for your journey.
That's
And
not a small amount. That was
You
actually
haven't had
pretty
your
good.
brains eaten in the middle of the night.
He was a nice squid.
The Scared Pigman. You enter a small chapel near the forest border. It appears to have been recently looted. You hear a noise behind some benches, and then a trembling voice says,
Are they gone? Yager wants to eat me. Send his werewolves for me. Please. Please. Help me. Defeat Yager so I can leave this chapel. I'm a very capable priest. I'll help you in future travels.
Yes.
The
So this
Scared
unlocks a new
Pigman is
character.
dressed as a priest.
Yager's a big werewolf. The leader of the bandits. He'll be in the northern part of the forest in the bandit camp. I have some things here. That the werewolves didn't find. Take what you need. Thank you. Make sure that you take the road that leads north through the forest border.
Alright. So we
Oh.
can each choose a thing. Now, make sure you match the slots, and you can also mouse over what your character already has.
Now, you probably want the healer's chalice for Reginald, right?
Yes. So, that
and
would...
there's also, like, the sacred tablet.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this health potion thing? Every 3 turns recover 8 health points?
That's
damage-
really good.
Damage plus 1, though, with weapons.
So, I would say go for the weapon on your rogue.
Yeah,
The
that's
ranger?
what I was thinking. It's going to be his equipment, the Gill runestone.
This is a question. So, we could put the health potion... We should probably put the health potion on the mage, just so we don't have to worry about healing her.
Okay.
Because we could also put it on Magnus, but Magnus is very good at shielding himself.
What's up with the Acolyte's tunic? It has, like, brain and
So,
a weird
mental,
hand.
holy, and
Dark shadow.
damage. Yeah.
So what are you going to choose for him?
I guess I'll give him the Acolyte tunic, because I don't think anything else really fits.
So he'd get a bunch of resistances.
Yeah.
All right, and you wanted her to have the potion?
Probably, yeah. Oh, and this is a weapon. I didn't realize the chalice was a weapon. Well, that worked out. Okay, well, this is a pretty good stopping point, at least for now. Obviously, we are nowhere close to the end of this run, and this is a long roguelike. Every battle is a process to get through. And so, invariably, every single episode of Across the Obelisk is going to run a little long, and is in no way, shape, or form going to cover the entirety of the run, because, yeah, it's just time-consuming. I like me some roguelikes that are beatable in 45 minutes. and I feel like this one is going to be... once we start actually beating this game, it's going to be like 3 hours per run, and so that's going to be a lot of episodes per... But that's okay. Anyway, so I like this game a lot. It doesn't quite have the OP ridiculousness that Monster Train has, nor the innovative building that Slay the Spire gets, but it's multiplayer, and for me, that's huge. I love being able to play roguelike deck builders with a friend, or potentially even multiple friends. We can get up to 4. I think 2 players is probably the sweet spot for this, because after a certain point, you really don't have a whole lot of input. Having 2 characters means you at least get to do something. 4 starts quickly becoming just like, man, alright, I'm just gonna wait around for a while. And then I guess if you're playing Magnus, you hit the block button and you keep going, which might not be so bad, and I could definitely make some jokes during that. But either way, so Across the Obelisk is on Steam right now, and it's one of those games that you absolutely could play it solo, and honestly, I'd almost recommend it, at least initially, because that's where you unlock perks at the end of every run that carry over into future runs, and so if you play solo, you get perks on every character. But so it is $18 normally, down to $15.29 on sale for launch week, which I feel like is a fairly reasonable price, especially if you want to pick this up and play it with a friend or 2, or 3, or 4, if you really want to go that far. Because I'm definitely going to try and push my friends into doing at least a couple runs with me, but also mostly Shell, because I think this is the perfect speed for the 2 of us, and it's the right level of cooperation, too. So, with all of that said, if you guys like this episode in any way, shape, or form, leave us a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe, because we've got at least one more episode from this run, and we're going to dive into another after I get this video out on YouTube. Hooray! So with that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.